Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's September 13th and Tuesday morning. We've got the USDA report out of the way, which when you look at the report, we're still having some adjustments in the futures prices because of that report. Because in the report, we had something for the bears and something for the bulls. And however, the bullish news was not bullish enough as far as the overall price goes, and we've seen some corrections in the soybeans, wheat market, corn market rallied yesterday, but overnight we're lower, and mainly because when you look at the picture there, the demand side of the equation is where the concern is right now. And the USDA lowered demand by 400 million bushel in corn. That in turn is saying, well, we don't need as big a crop as we thought we did. And I think some of that attitude is circulating, especially when you have the larger bean numbers, larger production numbers than trade was expecting, lower demand numbers. We had lower demand numbers in wheat. And those are things that have kind of dominated the market here overnight. Also, we've got weather forecasts, and this could be our last hurrah for weather forecasts here in the U.S. anyway. The cold temperatures that's forecasted to move into the upper Midwest, northern plains here tonight, tomorrow, and Friday Friday morning is going to give us some volatility, I would assume, here in the next couple trading sessions, as some forecasters are calling for some very hard freezes in the northern Minnesota, North Dakota area. Others are not, and that could take the top off and of the potential production, as Rich Nelson in our office here has worked through yesterday for us. We could see a sizable or a significant amount of grain lost because of the frost. But going back and looking at history, when talking about frost, the real damage is not as great as expected, or not as great as physically seen at the time of the frost. So we'll be working through that as well. Some of the outside markets, the euro situation with Greece, are they going to default? Are they not? Earlier this morning there was talk that Sarkozy and Merkel were going to have a joint conference making a statement on that situation. Since that time, it's been denied that they will have. So that news is causing some volatility in the stock markets and the currency markets around the world. USDA yesterday released crop conditions report. It's kind of late in the year to have a big impact there, but it showed an increase in the good to excellent category by 1% in corn and soybeans. The maturity side of things is what we watch closely now, and in the corn, even though we had a very late planting in many areas, the overall maturity process has continued to gain, and now we are above the average as far as the corn that's in the dent stages and working into the maturity category. A reminder also is tomorrow, Wednesday, is the last trading day for the September contract, so be aware of that. We also get the next USDA report that we're already preparing for and talking about, and something that trade will be continually talking about here for the next 2 weeks, is the stocks report due out on September 30th. That will certainly be a feature because of the surprises they gave us on that June report. So expect some two-sided trade here today as traders get their bearings back in the direction they want them to go. And stay tuned to Allendale's research, and we'll keep you informed there. Over in the livestock trade, Choice and Select beef prices were $1.70 higher yesterday. So both categories were the same there, and seeing some improvement in demand here after the holiday is over, the Labor Day holiday, and starting to see some pickup in demand there, possibly some export business. And pork cutout values didn't change very much, up only 5 cents. The question there is, are we getting the export demand continuation that we had talked about? We had looked back in 2008 when China was a big buyer of U.S. pork. When they stopped buying, prices continued to slide very rapidly into the fall of the year. We've got somewhat the same pattern on the pork prices this year, so monitor that very closely. We need this turnaround in this export business to support us right now, and we're not hearing of any as we speak. So again, stay tuned to Allendale's research. Check us out on the web. Give us a call, 800-262-7538, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And we wish you a very successful trading day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.